Never cross the third floor threshold after midnight, because what happens next can't be undone. You've heard the whispers about the Hawthorne Hotel, rooms that shift, hallways that bleed into dreams, and rules carved in blood on the basement wall. Tonight I'm taking you inside. We'll uncover the unspoken laws that every guest must obey, and what happened when I broke one of them. Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly why some doors should remain closed. 1. The legend of the Hawthorne Hotel. From the outside it looks like any aging Victorian relic. Peeling paint, creaky porch boards, and flickering gas lamps. But locals won't come within a mile after sundown. They say the hotel was built on cursed ground, once a burial site for forgotten souls. Over the decades, guests reported phantom footsteps, whispers in empty corridors, and reflections in the mirror that don't belong to anyone standing there. By 1925, it earned the nickname Haunted Hotel in every newspaper on the East Coast. Story pause. I first learned about Hawthorne from an old travel blog. The blogger left after one night, never posted again. That's when I knew I had to see it for myself. 2. The rules etched in stone. Deep in the lobby behind the front desk, there's a cracked marble plaque. Faded letters spell out the 4 cardinal rules of Hawthorne. Never stay past 3 a.m. Do not answer knocks from empty rooms. Never cross the 3rd floor threshold after midnight. If you hear your name whispered, run. Don't look back. Every guidebook, ghost hunter vlog, and late night dare mentions these rules, but why? Let's break down each one. Rule 1. Never stay past 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is known as the witching hour. At Hawthorne, the boundary between living and dead thins, clocks slow, shadows stretch. Guests who pushed past this hour reported waking up in rooms they didn't book, or worse, outside, with frost on their clothes even in summer. Rule 2. Do not answer knocks from empty rooms. Imagine lying in bed. You hear soft rapping on your door. You call out, "Who's there?" Silence. The knocking continues, slow, rhythmic pleading. Those who opened the door vanished for hours, returning with blank eyes and stories of corridors that led nowhere. Rule 3. Never cross the 3rd floor threshold. After midnight. The 3rd floor is where Hawthorne's darkest secret lies, room 314. It's sealed shut, padlocked decades ago. Legend says a bride vanished there on her wedding night, her screams echoing until dawn. The hotel plastered over the hallway, but the threshold remains, an unseen line in the carpet. Cross it and you risk stepping into her endless torment. Rule 4. If you hear your name whispered, run. Don't look back. Your name is tied to your identity. When something otherworldly speaks it, they're trying to claim you. Guests who turned around say they saw a pale face, lipless mouth stretched in a grin. Then, the last thing they remember is falling into darkness. Enon 3. Introducing my challenge. Armed with a night vision camera and a stubborn disbelief in ghost stories, I booked one night at Hawthorne. My plan: test every rule. I wanted to prove it was all hype until I reached 11:59 p.m. That's when I heard the first knock. Exploration Development A, Rule 1 in action, the witching hour, 10 p.m. I staked out the lobby, empty, silent, except for the distant hum of the heater. Midnight came and went. My camera recorded nothing unusual. Then at 2:45 a.m., the old grandfather clock began to chime. 8 times, though it's only a 12-foot-tall statue, not a working clock. At 2:59 a.m., the lights flickered and the lobby door slammed shut on its own. I raced to my room on the second floor. The hallway stretched farther than it should have. Doors multiplied, walls elongated. My heart hammered as I checked my watch. 3:03 a.m. The door to my room was gone. B Rule 2 in action, the empty knock. I found another door further down the hall labeled 215. Through the peephole, nothing. I knocked. Inside, I heard a faint reply. Please. Soft, desperate. I opened it. Suddenly, the hallway behind me vanished. Instead of the carpeted corridor, there was bare stone, slick with moisture. A pale hand shot out, grabbing my wrist. I yanked free and slammed the door, bolting back to where I thought the lobby was. See Rule 3 in action. The third floor threshold I shouldn't have gone up. But the camera battery died at 4:13 a.m. and I needed power. There's an outlet in the service hallway on the third floor. I crept up the stairs, the carpet muffling my steps. At midnight plus, the threshold shimmered like heat waves off asphalt, but cold. My foot hovered over it. A voice whispered, "Cross. If you dare." It sounded like my own voice. Rational me thought, it's an echo, an old speaker. So I stepped over. Suddenly, the door at the end of the hall cracked open, revealing room 314. A sliver of candlelight flickered inside. I walked in. D Rule 4 in action, hearing my name. The room was empty, just an antique four-poster bed and a vanity mirror. My reflection stepped forward on its own, lips moving. Nathan, Nathan. My real reflection wasn't moving. The candle blew out. My name echoed louder this time. I turned to run, but the door slammed. The mirror glowed red. I smashed my hand against the glass. It rippled like water. My reflection smiled without me. At 5 a.m., just as morning began, the door flew open. I tumbled into the hallway, back where I started. The third floor threshold behind me vanished. The corridor looked normal again. My camera lay at my feet, battery dead, screen cracked. I sprinted down the stairs. In the lobby, the plaque had changed. A fifth rule appeared, newly etched in fresh blood-red letters. Rule 5. Once you break one rule, you become one of us. I escaped the Hawthorne Hotel just as dawn broke. I have no footage. Only this story and the memory of my name whispered by something that wasn't me. The rules aren't superstition, they're contracts. Break one and you sign your soul over to the hotel's endless corridors. If you ever find yourself at Hawthorne, remember, leave before 3 a.m. Don't answer empty knocks, never cross that threshold, and if you hear your name, run. Because some doors, once opened, never close. If you dared to watch till the end, hit subscribe and check out the video on your screen now, because the next story might just be about you.